Hazbin Hotel. Whether you love it or hate it, the show has a massive following of devoted fans and devoted haters. Hi y'all, and welcome back to the Heavenly Yap. My name is Angel Lamb, and I recently watched season 2 of Hazbin Hotel, and guys, I can't even front, honestly. I'm very easily entertained and amused and impressed. And this new season was an absolute train wreck. As much as I don't want to jump on the bandwagon of hating the show, it was so hard to watch for me. Full disclaimer, I will be going into details about the show, so spoiler warning ahead. If you don't want to know what happens in the newest season, feel free to click on one of my other videos. But every single episode was more frustrating than the last. Don't get me wrong, I'll give the show credit where credit is due. The animation was a big step up from the first season. There's better angles, less character sizing flaws, and in the first season there were so many frames where characters just don't look like themselves or just look plain off model. So seeing a big step up in animation was very nice. You know that VivziePop is probably getting fed really well by Amazon. But the writing, don't even get me started. I feel like in the first season, they at least had some direction on where Charlie was going to go as a main character. There was character growth and a lot of confidence by the end of the season. But they completely retconned that and started back from square one, but this time making her even more insufferable to watch. And that is the most evident with, I believe, the second episode, correct me if I'm wrong, where Vox and Velvet come to the hotel, where she claims they know how to redeem sinners when they don't even fucking know what causes Serpentius to be redeemed at this point, but I digress. And then does this horrible music number coercing Angel Dust into things he doesn't want to do, while singing about what a winner should be. In itself is so narrow-minded, which pissed me off a lot. This is a show that's supposed to have a lot of nuance on outlook on what it means to be a good person. Why are you pushing this narrative of this Bible right quote-unquote good person? I don't know if I'm making my point clear, but the song and the scene just felt terribly out of scope for the show's mission, I guess. Even Angel himself says, "What about those things you taught me about boundaries?" Yeah, what the fuck about those boundaries? Where are they? Like, it was made clear to me that Charlie as a character doesn't really have redemption at the forefront of her mission. The whole idea of redemption at this point, and this is my theory, is she's doing this to try and bring back her mom. Because in her mind, she thinks she was the reason she went away. So she'll do about anything, even put her own friends in the face of danger for her own personal gain. Case in point, when she puts Husk in front of the train, which there was a big plot hole in this scene. It was never explicitly said that the weapon in front of the train was an angel weapon, but that it was just dangerous. Hi, editing Angel Lamb here. So I went back and watched the episode again. It was Vaggy's weapon of choice, so I'm just... forget this point right here. The point of the exterminations in the first season was founded because the sinners are immortal, which causes overpopulation. But okay, let's say it was an angel weapon. It was. Then where the fuck are her demon powers? You know, the ones where she only pulls them out at the most inconvenient or useless times. She could pull them out when she's mad at her dad, but when her friends are literally at the face of death, it's, "Oh no, what do I do? I'm Charlie. For some reason, the writers made me so incompetent to handle any situation." Please. I had to take multiple breaks and sometimes a few days in between episodes because of how aggravating it was to sit and listen to this plot. And for the whole duration of the story, especially at the end, it was all trying to pull itself together, and in doing that had the most cringeworthy ending using the power of friendship. Aww. In terms of the other characters, I feel like they all took a backseat to watch the Charlie and Vox show, but that didn't stop the writers from dropping small, insignificant lore about the side characters that were never going to be explored, which I feel is a huge disservice to the fans who love these characters, just for them not to be given the proper time for their storylines. The show is overcrowded, and when there is good, it feels like it is overshadowed by what is so bad about the show. Obviously, there's room for conversation and perspective. I really don't mean to shit on it so crazy, but I'm just very passionate for good storytelling, and this has the bones to do so. We obviously saw that with the pilot back in 2019, but it just chooses not to be, in my opinion. There's definitely points in the show that I really love and admire. I think they have really great songs and theatrical points. On a separate note, let me say what I think was good with this season. I think they did a good job with this season's villain, that being Vox. I think he was really well portrayed as a villain. His whole shtick is media manipulation, and that is exactly what was accomplished with his plan, at least up until the end when he was defeated. He also had some of the best songs of the season, I can't lie. I've had Bad With Us stuck in my head for the past 3 days. Speaking of songs, I hate to shit on Charlie again, but everyone else except her had the best songs. My favorites of the season being Piss, a Love Song, Losing Streak, Love in a Bottle, Bad With Us, Don't You Forget, Gravity, Vox Day, Vox Populi, Sarah's Confession, Clean It Up, and there's a lot more in this season. There's a lot of songs. I didn't realize this after looking at the list, but there are so many, which makes sense because it's a musical show. But yeah, those are my favorites out of all of them. Not in too much particular order. So the Hazbin Hotel team definitely has the capability of writing good songs, but do they have the capability to write good female characters? Methinks not. Sorry, so sorry. It's very true though. I mean, I know it's a running joke in the show that Lucifer calls Vaggie Charlie's girlfriend, but that really is all she is in the show. She's Charlie's girlfriend. They had a little bit more spotlight with her in season 1, but this season was basically, yeah, Charlie is gonna take all of the spotlight, and there's not really gonna be too much development with her relationship with Vaggie. But we will have a little song in there that's gonna be subpar. But I just can't believe that they take such an interesting trope or dynamic, the princess of fucking hell and a falling angel as a relationship dynamic is so interesting. It's so, it could go so many different ways and it could be so beautiful, but it just falls so flat. And that's the biggest letdown and heartbreak ever, because come on, I can't even fathom. And what's really sad is that I did think of Hazbin Hotel very fondly up until Amazon's takeover for the show. When the pilot came out in 2019, I was in middle school, and it pushed me very creatively and inspired me a lot. And I also feel like it opened up a door almost to what indie animation can be, and that big corporative animation studios aren't just the forefront of what art can be in the media. But by taking the deal with Amazon and recasting all of the voice actors, and I'm sure replacing a lot of the artists that were originally working on the pilot, it just shows that, this was kind of always what it was going to be. I was very disappointed with that, and I don't like Vivzy Pop for making that decision. And she's not the best, director, creator, or maybe even person. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. If you haven't already, go give me a follow on my other platforms. I am lost_angel.lamb on TikTok and Instagram, and my commissions are open. So if you want to be the first one to have your commission piece debut on the channel, please go take a look at my Instagram. But yeah, this is gonna be Angel Lamb signing off. Bye bye.